Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So we're here off the coast of County Down in Northern Ireland in a wee village called Millisle, which is actually the village that I grew up in. That building behind me there is what was known as the Borstal. It was then turned into a training college, I think, for the prison service, and it's now to be turned into apartments like everything else. This is the first video. I'm completely new to this kayaking thing. That's a bit of a lie. I've been out a few times with a friend's kayak, which was like a wee inflatable number. But yeah, so this is the boat. It's a Riber Deluxe Sit in, one person, just a wee recreational one. So I am starting my journey into the world of kayaking, and I'm gonna take you guys with me on every adventure. Lovely spot, pretty cool. Let me show you. So I'm not sure if you can see, guys, so you've got that wee island out in front of me, but out behind that is actually Scotland, and on a clear day, it's Portpatrick, I think, so it's only like 25 miles, and on a clear day you can see it pretty well. You probably won't pick it up in the camera. Let's see if we can zoom in for you guys and see if you can actually see it. Yes, see that the wee island in front of me, see the hills behind that? That is Scotland, and on a clear day you can actually see the windmills on, which is pretty damn cool. But yeah, here we are. In terms of the Riber Deluxe, if any of you guys are thinking of buying this, as I say, this is the sit-in one, which is this wee one here. One-man kayak, and honestly, for the money, it's a really good deal. I would highly recommend it. Okay, so let me take you through a little bit of it then. The Riber, I really like it so far. I think it's a great wee boat. It's very stable. I mean, it's pretty calm out here today. There's a wee bit of swell, but nothing crazy. Only a few wobbly moments where I was nearly a goner, but literally just a few, so that's always a good thing. So far, really pleased with it. Really good boat. Stable, deals with waves pretty well, deals with swell pretty well. What I would say is there is a wee built-in skeg at the bottom, but it's not very big at all. It doesn't really do a whole lot for you, so I would recommend a bit of marine glue and buying a skeg and just attaching that to the bottom some way or form if you can. I haven't actually done that on my own yet. This is my first journey out on it, so I will be having a wee look at doing that going forward to hopefully make things a little bit easier for myself as we're heading out in future ventures. Not a giant pile to see around here. This is my first venture out on this, as I say, so we will be going to a place next time called Orlock Point, which I've been to a few times on a friend's kayak, which is the most common sighting spot in Northern Ireland for orcas. So I went out a few times last summer, never seen one unfortunately, plenty of seals but no orcas, but fingers crossed guys, you never know. So here we are, headed on up the beach a wee bit. I don't know, just throwing this over my shoulder because I've been stalked by a seal the whole way here. Pretty much since I got in the water. Actually seeing now though, so maybe it's a case of so far so good. So check this out in the distance. Way on out you can actually see Scotland with the windmills that I was talking about earlier, so let's see if we can see it. See that? Look, that is crazy. That is Scotland, and I am in Northern Ireland right now. That is just mad. Apologise for the lack of steadiness in the camera, guys. I don't have my holder out at the minute, so. But yeah, see the windmills? Unbelievable. From a kayaking point of view, there isn't a huge pile to be doing around here. Couple of wee islands that you can go and explore, but that's really it. So yeah, as I said, not a huge pile to do around here. There is a wee island out in the distance over there called Seed Island, it's known as locally. seals everywhere. There's a couple of jet skiers up there. It's pretty busy at the minute, so I'm just kind of going to avoid that. We'll maybe go and venture around that for another day. There's another wee island off to that side that actually has a really messed up backstory. What was known as the Borstal, which was like quite a childish thing to say, but a bad boys' home back in the day. So you know, if you misbehaved or whatever, you would get sent to the Borstal. Now, the story has it that way back, like 150, 200 years ago, there was a woman who was working there, and she was like a handmaid or like some type of maid, I don't know. And the man of the manor, or whatever he would be known as, I think it was Lord Woburn. Don't quote me on that. I'll either say true or false up here if it was right or not. The story is that Lord Woburn had been doing the dirty with her behind his wife's back, and she ended up getting pregnant. So Lord Woburn couldn't have that, and at low tide he ordered the guys to take her out to the island and basically kill her, which is pretty damn horrific, but true story, documented history. And I guess the scariest thing about all that is that the building is now haunted. One of my ex-girlfriend actually worked in it, and when it was a prison service training college. And yeah, I mean, like, she confirmed the stories. The top bedroom, which I'll get you a shot of it as we go back up, and a shot of the island too, but the deal was the top bedroom, which is the highest bedroom in the building, you can see from the road, is haunted by the Lady in White, as she's known. And I don't know where that name was coined from, but pretty scary stuff. So yeah. This is it. Would I recommend coming here if you're a kayaker? It's always nice to get out and see in the kayaks. I mean, like, I like heading out in lakes and rivers and stuff. I haven't done a lot of it, to be fair. I mainly do sea kayaking, but you know, as I said, there's not a lot of adventuring to do around these parts. But it's still worth a trip. You know, it's a nice wee part of the country. The water here today, I mean, like, it's mid-December, the water's quite calm at the minute. A couple of wee swells, but nothing crazy. And it's not even that cold either. So, I mean, you've got a big open area. At high tide, there's hardly any. There is quite rocky around here, but at high tide, you know, you're pretty safe. I would say if you're a beginner like me, get out and do it. It's a good wee spot to know your stuff. There's a beach right behind me, which is really popular with dog walkers, and then, like, up on this part of the road leading all the way up to the Borstal, it's populated with people all the time. So as long as you're out during the day, you're always going to have someone that you can shout to for help if you need to. So yeah, for someone who's heading out for the first time, or the first couple of times, or just a little bit more inexperienced like myself, definitely worth a shot.